everyone, my name is Alexander Robinson and this is my travel channel. So, surprise, surprise, I'm at Universal Studios Hollywood once again, but this time I'm here to check out the 60th anniversary additions to the studio tour. The studio tour here at Universal Studios Hollywood opened 60 years ago in 1964, but they've started doing a limited edition tour in the sense that there's a part of the tour where you can actually hop off the tram and get some photo ops, and I'm gonna check that out. This will actually be the second time I'm doing it because I showcased a bit of these segments on a YouTube Shorts video that you can find on the channel, but now I'm gonna give you more of the whole experience because Earthquake is now back up, it's been refreshed, and I didn't showcase that in the YouTube Shorts video. Right now it's 10:26. I'm here a little later than I wanted to, but I checked the app, the studio tour is only a 15-minute wait, so let's go. There's a bunch of 60th anniversary banners around the entrance, like right over there, right there, and the front gate is open. That's kind of unusual for Universal Studios Hollywood, but cool to see. Before I head to the tour, I wanted to check out all this merch, this neat 60th anniversary merch, and plush sharks for some reason. I really love the cool 60s aesthetic to all this, and I do plan to pick up a couple stuff. That shirt right there, and then that shirt, not today, because I only have one piece of merchandise on my mind, and that's that. The Woody Woodpecker popcorn bucket, because gotta get it before it's gone. One relatively newish addition here at the Universal Studios store is to basically engrave your merch, whether it's hats or jackets. I think they have done this before, at least maybe in the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but this is the first time like this stand exists here at the main studio store. So I'm gonna see if I can bring in my denim jacket, that Universal Studios Hollywood retro one, to get an engraving on it, because they don't sell the jacket anymore, but I'm wondering if they'll make an exception because it's still technically a Universal product, and that's the jacket I now wear in all of my videos on my movie review channel, so wouldn't hurt to at least try. So maybe I'll make that its own vlog or YouTube short and just see what happens. But for now, I'm gonna grab a pretzel and I'm going to head to the tour. I'm also gonna save the popcorn bucket for when I leave the park because I don't wanna carry that thing while I've got this, while I'm vlogging to you guys. So I think a pretzel will do just fine. And yeah, let's get that pretzel, head to the tour. Got my pretzel. Walking through Springfield, and now it's time for the studio tour. There's some more 60th anniversary banners. There's the old King Kong encounter. I actually have a video of this way back from 2006. If I can find it, I can try uploading it to this channel. But moving on, Jaws, that's still here. The thing about these pretzels here at Universal, they're warmer than the ones at Disneyland. I mean, the Disneyland pretzels are good, and because theirs is in the form of Mickey Mouse, you get more pretzel, but these just feel more fresh. So I like these pretzels a lot.
Massive backlot features over 500 sets and facades with such diverse locations as the Old West in 6 Points, Texas.
Now, if you're hearing my voice, you're wondering, where's that voice coming from? It's coming from me, my acting tour guide, it's me. Hey, I'm Money, I'll be your guide today.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Fallon. Welcome aboard the world famous studio tour. I know what you're thinking, why the tux? Well, we're celebrating our 60th anniversary. That's right, 60 years of glitz, glamour, and our own great white shark. As we celebrate our diamond anniversary today, we'll pay tribute to Universal's past and take you behind the scenes to discover why this studio tour is world famous. So whether this is your first visit or your 60th, get ready for fun, excitement, and an experience like no other.
Aw, thanks, Jimmy. So friends, on March 15th, 1915, our founder, Carl Levin, invited the public into the studio to watch silent movies being made. Guests could walk from set to set and marvel at the new technology involved in filmmaking. But with the invention of sound and the need for quiet on the set, the original walking tour ended. In the 1960s, under the leadership of company chairman Lee Wasserman and executives Al Dorskin and Jay Stein, the idea of reviving a tour of the studio returned when the green light stores originating in Hollywood made a stop at our gates. On July July 15th, 1964, the first of our red and white candy-striped glamour trams took 67 passengers on a 2-hour tour of the Universal lot. The world-famous studio tour was born! We started with 2 drivers, 2 guides, and 1 ticket seller working out of a trailer on Makership Boulevard. From there, the studio tour expanded with fantastic one-of-a-kind elements like the rock slide and the burning house, which were in this area in the lot in the 1970s and 80s. Everything you might imagine a normal city to have, like our own fire department, we just passed by. We have our own sheriff's department, we have our own bank, our own zip code, we got 3 Starbucks and 2 coffee beans, all within a 1-mile radius, so you know we're legit.
Oh, this is unusual. Guess there's a quiet zone going on, but we're still going through the back lot. Must be doing prep over there. Yep, closed sets.
So over in Courthouse Square, they have the DeLorean on display, and they usually have Doc Brown, but because of the filming going by, or at least the prep, he wasn't available. I've never been on a tour where we actually drive literally next to where they're filming. I always assume that they always do that in commercials just to make the studio tour seem more exciting, but nope, there's the prep. So this basically happened up until we got into the tunnel for King Kong 360 3D, and then the rest of the tour resumed as is. Oh! That was a lot of
So
water.
that immersive 3D experience was projected on. Take a look over here on your left-hand side because you're going to see a body of water. This body of water is what we call the Hollywood Ocean. So 2024 also marks the 70th anniversary for the 3D classic, The Creature from the Black Lagoon, which filmed here in the Hollywood Ocean. One of my favorite facts about The Creature from the Black Lagoon is that the creature itself was developed by a woman named Melissa Patrick. Now, she was Disney's first female animator. Her big contribution to Disney was probably the most iconic scene in Fantasia. You know, Night on Bald Mountain with a giant Chernobog? Yeah, that was her. Then she came over to Universal and became Universal's first female makeup designer and special effects artist. And she was the artist who created the iconic creature from The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Alrighty, everybody, so we're in front of Soundstage 50. Now, Soundstage 50 is a brand new state-of-the-art soundstage. It's actually already in high demand, but we've made an arrangement with the production that's inside to head into the soundstage and head through the elephant doors when they're not actively filming. So this production, what they've done is they have set up this first floor as a subway station. So this is only 2-level soundstage. This is a hot set, which means everything is picture locked and ready for the director to call action. Now, do me a favor, friends, stay seated and keep your arms length inside the vehicle. We're not getting out of the tram, and also please hold on to your belongings because if you drop your phone onto their set, it belongs to this production, and I don't have any way of getting it back to you. So hang on to your belongings. But yeah, so this is a hot set. It's basically ready for the director to call action. Over here on the left, we got Video Village. That's where they've got playback of anything that's been filmed. Okay, don't worry everybody, it's just a little tremor, we get them all the time in California. Okay, maybe more. I think this is gonna be the big one. Brace yourselves. our 60th anniversary with a complete Hollywood makeover, updating all the props and movie making equipment and bringing it into the 21st century. Now, as I mentioned, congratulations, you survived an earthquake. That means that if you are not already a Californian, you are an honorary Californian who survived an earthquake. Now, the only thing left to do is go to Facebook and post it. Anybody else feel that? Now, I don't know about y'all, but that was very stressful for me. And as any good Californian knows, anytime you're stressed, the best way to relieve that stress is to head to the beach.
A few inches later.
Oh my god. Oh my god, there's another shark. Oh no. Oh no, I hope David's not in the boat. I hope he's on shore. Oh no. David, there's a shark. David, there's a shark in the water. I need you to swim to the boat. Swim to the boat, David. Ew, David.
Time for my favorite part of the tour, weather. When it comes to film and TV, it is truly a special effect. In fact, to demonstrate how weather effects are created, we debuted our first major attraction here on the studio tour way back in 1968.
So we've got a live weather demo for you, friends. At the top of the buildings, we put strobe lights for the lightning. A speaker is giving the thunder, and then a sprinkler is what we use for the water or the rain. Oh, uh-oh. Apparently we got a flashlight on our hands. Okay, everybody brace yourselves. Ooh. I am so sorry, everybody. I forgot to warn you all. If you're sitting in a blue seat today, you will get wet. Yes, they're all blue. No, that's not true. My seat and Jose's seat, our seats are black. And now we're going to make our way to the Lion Estates. The Lion Estates is where Marty McFly lived in the Back to the Future trilogy. Living the home of tomorrow or today. On your left-hand side, you're going to see replicas from the 30th anniversary of the first film, The Lion Estate signs. I do think it's really fitting that those signs are here on Steven Spielberg Drive because Steven Spielberg was one of the executive producers of Back to the Future.
Minutes until I'm sure the bus left, and then I had the entire lot to myself that day. And in those days, movie lots were so crowded because all movies were made on film lots. So nobody noticed me when I was going around from soundstage to soundstage, and I really felt, in my own young way, I owned the lot and had the most amazing day of my life.
Aw, super cute. I do think it's really fitting that at the end of Spielberg Drive, or Steven Spielberg Drive, we find the largest set from his hit film War of the Worlds. Impressive large-scale sets like this have been a part of the studio tour for decades, and after every film we always try and make room for the studio tours to drive right up close and get a nice close-up view of these impressive sets. You're going to see our official scale replica of LA's most iconic landmark, the Hollywood sign. We're celebrating our 60th. The Hollywood sign is commemorating its centennial year. And for the first few decades of the studio tour, one of our hallmarks is the visit to Clock Plaza, where guests discover for once-in-a-lifetime opportunities and photos to interact with characters, videos, vehicles, and props from their favorite movies and productions. Well, guess what? Just for our 60th, we've got the opportunity back.
Just hopped off the Glamour Tram at the Bates Motel. Seeing all these props right here. Here's a cage from Eric's Big Adventure. You know, a classic film, Eric's Big Adventure. Here's the OG Glamour Tram, back when the tour first opened in 1964. See, there's the one I was just on was just decked out to look like the Glamour Tram. This is the real thing. This was not here the last time I hopped on the tour during the preview, but these are the cars from How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Makes sense because this whole area used to be Whoville before they tore it down in 2020. So this shark hasn't been on display at Universal Studios Hollywood since 2014. And it used to be a front of the studio tour entrance before it got remodeled into what is the pathway from Springfield. I hope when the 60th anniversary ends, they find a place to put this shark.
And now I'm just simply waiting for a tram to pull up to head back to the theme park.
All right, not an electric tram, but I think I'll just hop on this one anyway, because it is hot hot right now. Sun is shining.
Did you guys get some good photos out there? Did you have a good time? Anyone take a photo with the big shark? Yeah, that's a pretty cool one because they used to hang out in the park back in the 80s and 90s. So there are a lot of people who've been like recreating their childhood photos as well as bringing their kids to show it off. So really, really cool. Of course, that shark pays homage to Steven Spielberg's Jaws. Steven Spielberg, of course, a great director. But we got one more director to talk to you about, and that is Jordan Peele, our modern-day horror genius. Often a good career in comedy, but he got his start literally right here on the tour.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's planet. It's not looking so wild. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, restaurants here too, lies a sinister scene. It is smack dab right in the center of the hot spot. Welcome to the world of no.
The Ice Tunnel was an attraction that was featured in an episode of The $6 Million Man with Lee Majors, also starring Andre the Giant as Bigfoot. The tram would have to climb to an imaginary level of 12,000 feet, and that was the only way back to the theme park through the scary, scary ice tunnel. And the walls would begin to tilt and send the guests spinning along as Hollywood special effects. It was later also known as the Mummies Tube. And the mechanical engine for this effect is actually, or was, in the room that we're in now. So this is the original space that held this attraction. But as you take a look around, you're probably going to notice we have more than just an engine room in here. We got an entire garage. It's all souped up because it's about to get fast and furious in here, folks. And of course, thank you all on board for joining us for our 60th anniversary celebration. The studio tour is where it all began for Universal Destination and Experiences. From 2 glamour trams traveling around the lot back in the summer of 1964, we've developed into so much more, including 7 theme parks around the world, entertaining millions of guests each year. And of course, we're going to welcome in Universal Epic Universe opening in Orlando in 2025. I'd also like to acknowledge all of the studio tour ambassadors, drivers, and guides who have helped make our tour world famous.
And that does it for the 60th anniversary studio tour. There's some more billboards as I leave.
So that's the 60th anniversary studio tour. It was definitely fun. It was so cool to walk onto the Bates Motel area, even though we could do that during Halloween Horror Nights, but during the day with all those props and photo ops, it's a nice addition to the tour. So it ends August 11th, so you got until then to check it out. And for now, I'm gonna start to wrap things up, but I have 4 orders of business to take care of before leaving Universal today. My first order of business is to try one of the butterbeer popsicles, because I didn't know they sold these at Universal Studios Hollywood. I'd heard they sold them at Universal Orlando for butterbeer season, but I thought, well, that's an Orlando thing. They get the best stuff. No, it's here, so I'm gonna give it a shot. That's rough. I mean, it tastes good from the little bit I was able to get, but let's try this again. Good. Really good. So I'm not exactly sure what the ice part is inside, but basically it's covered in a butterscotch layer. It makes it as crunchy as it is, which is why it took a little trouble for me to bite into this at first. But no, it's really good, and I hope this isn't a limited time thing, because summer's rolling around the corner. I've been told that butterbeer season ends at the end of the year, so maybe Universal goes, you know what? Let's keep these for the foreseeable future. So this is definitely good.
My second order of business is to check up on the construction for the newly titled Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. Things are definitely coming along since the last time I was here. There's more of a flattened surface down there. There's some bases for the track. I believe that over there will be the unloading area, if that digital recreation of the ride track is anything to go by. And then I think that would be the loading area. So it's coming along. 2026, we got 2 years to go, and I think the last Fast and Furious movie will be out by then. And when I say the last Fast and Furious movie, I mean that in quote fingers, because we all know that's not going to be the last. It might be the last for Dom, but it's certainly not going to be the last movie. I mean, they said Dominion was going to be the last Jurassic World movie, and look what's happening next year. The third order of business is a little reminder that when I hit 5,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel, I will willingly walk under this thing and just get soaked. So again, I don't care when I hit 5,000 subscribers, I don't care how long it takes me. If I hit 5,000 subscribers, I'm walking under that for you guys. And now for my fourth and final order of business, this. Got the popcorn bucket. So this concludes another day here at Universal Studios Hollywood. I'm back in my car. I had to get away from the sun and into a more quiet area so I could film the outro. But anyway, it was a short day, but I managed to do what I wanted to do, which was the 60th anniversary studio tour. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Got the popcorn bucket. A couple notes before I end the video. First of all, after I tried the butterbeer popsicle, there was a team member named William who walked up and basically gave a whole spiel in a British accent, offering if I wanted to buy the steel mugs that they have for butterbeer season. I asked, is it temporary for the season? He said yes. I asked, when does the season end? He said at the end of the year. So I've had my eyes on that steel mug that they have for butterbeer for a while, but knowing that it's going to be available until the end of the year, I got lots of time. But the point is, at the end of the day, I wanted to give a shout out to that team member, William, for a really good interaction. The second thing I wanted to mention in terms of this YouTube channel is that throughout the summer, at least up until Halloween Horror Nights, there's not going to be a whole lot of brand new content. And the reason I say that is because on my other YouTube channel, Alexander Robinson Movie and TV Reviews, I'm in the middle of basically taking all the theme park videos off that channel and moving them over to this one. So there's going to be a lot of old on-ride videos that I posted on that channel years before I started this one. There's going to be some vintage vlogs up there when I temporarily put this channel on hiatus indefinitely and started doing those videos over on the other channel. And surprise, surprise, those videos don't do as well there as they do here. So you're going to see a bunch of vintage Disneyland vlogs from 2022. And that's pretty much going to be a bulk of the content. I am going to try to make some new content for this channel throughout the summer, but it's not going to be a lot compared to the old stuff. And I think in terms of the old stuff, I'm just going to call the vlogs vintage vlogs. So, you know, this was filmed years ago and not this year. But that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to head back home. Thank you so much for watching this video, being subscribed to this channel. If you want to see more of me on YouTube, you can go check out my movie and TV review channel, Alexander Robinson Movie and TV Reviews, and become a YouTube member on that channel. You can also follow me on other social media outlets like Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, and Threads. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, have a good day, take care, and safe travels.